We've got Sunday afternoon baseball, a little cool afternoon. Big game, final game of this three-game series, Padres-Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. The Giants with a win yesterday to pull within 2.5 games. Two-game swing, and these two-game swings pretty important when the Giants are headed off on a long, tough road trip.
Well, they are important, and I think it really adds to your momentum as you start to gather towards the month of September. And gathering towards the month of September is what it's all about. Now, two things have to happen today. Number one, Tim Lincecum, who's 4-2 lifetime against these Padres, has to be better with his consistency to his location. That is first and foremost. The second thing, it's the first day, really, of the Jose Guillen era. He'll be in right field today, and there's a guy who was a five-tool guy his whole career, and he's got something to prove. So I like the way that he fits into this lineup. So I think it adds up for exciting times today.
Top to bottom, you look at this lineup, and you'll see it at the beginning of the game. It's pretty good. All right, Giants trying to take 2 out of 3 for the Padres. When we come back, we'll have the lineups and the first pitch right after this.
Is brought to you by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest mobile broadband network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Toyota. More people say yes to Toyota than any other brand in California. Learn why at your Toyota dealer today.
Beautiful afternoon here at AT&T Park. The fog is lifted. Umpires are coming out of their room behind home plate. And let's take a look at our game time weather. And it's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 58 degrees here at the yard. We get winds at 9 miles per hour. 76% humidity. And it is partly cloudy, but partly. Got some folks out into the Cove. Let's take a look at Bud Black's lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll go like this. Max and Molly's kid will lead it off, followed by Miguel Tejada. Adrian Gonzalez over his last 4 games. 9 for 17, 3 doubles. Ludwig Headley, and then it's Torrealba, the former Giant. Gwynn 7th, Cabrera 8th, and LeBlanc 9th.
LeBlanc. Let's take a look at the defense that the Giants will employ to try and beat these Padres. It will be Burrell, Torres, and the new guy, Guillen. That's your outfield. And where do you see Guillen's arm? It is a cannon. Uribe, Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Sanchez, Huff on the right side. Buster Posey will be in the squat putting down the signs. And the guy in the bump today will be Tim Lincecum. As you see Jose Guillen trot out. Looks pretty good in the giant cream unis.
He does. He will experience right field here in this ballpark. Not for the first time. He came here with Kansas City, but he'll experience it on pretty much an everyday basis now.
Let's take a look at the starting pitcher stats. Are brought to you by your Bay Area Hyundai dealers. And Tim Lincecum making start number 25, 11-6 on the year, 163 strikeouts, 155 and 2/3 innings. That's amazing. 144 hits allowed in 155. Very, very good. Strikeout walk ratio over at 2-1. Very good. The ERA fantastic. So what's the problem? Well, he expects more, and he expects a good consistency out of his stuff, and that's what we will watch today. Fastball, curveball, split, cutter pitcher. Let's take a look at the Toyota keys to the game. And number one, if you're going to beat these Padres, you got to stop the running game. They are going to crank up the volume. This is a faster lineup than you've seen in the last couple days, and they're going to try and take advantage of it, especially the bottom part of the lineup with Tony Gwynn and Everett Cabrera. 2, plug Guillen in. He is a very good player. He respects the people on this club. This lineup definitely got a little more scary if you're going to pitch to it with him in the starting 9, and get him going quickly. Get that comfort zone level found. And the consistency of Lincecum, that is going to be so important. Strike one, very important. Fastball command, very important. If he can find those two, he'll find the curveball and the split. And those are our Toyota keys to the game.
All right, here we go. Big ball game. The winner will win the series. And as always, when one plays two, it's a 2-game swing in the standings. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's just off the plate. And we get started at 1:08. Swing and a miss. Good sinking fastball from Lincecum. Venable hitting .226, 10 home runs, 39 driven in. Tejada and then Gonzalez. Out of play, 1-2.
3 pitches, 3 fastballs. Venable's got some power. He has flexed his muscles in this ballpark before, and he has hit home runs to dead center, right center. And if you hit him there, you got power.
See you later.
Boy, we're talking big time movement right now. 3 two-seam fastballs and a payoff pitch, a split. See you later. So right off the get-go, we're looking at movement we haven't seen in a while from Lincecum. That movement just exploded across the plate. It almost looked like a left-hander slider.
My goodness. Here's Tejada. Tejada waiting on a fastball, hits it into right field for a base hit. Watch how much this moves. This is incredible.
Splits the fingers. He calls it his changeup. And this thing just completely runs away from Will Venable. And like I said, it looked more like a left-handed slider.
It's a hard screwball.
Yeah, at 87. And most screwballs are thrown at 77. And that is not an exaggeration.
Here's Adrian Gonzalez. Giants will play the overshift. But Shade Gonzalez a little bit the other way in the outfield. Down low. Lincecum faces his first hitter out of the stretch. Ludwig to follow. Tejada back easily. Giants lost on Friday Padres beat the Giants 3-2. Richard the winner in that game. And the Giants yesterday in a long game, 11 innings over 3.5 hours, beat the Padres 3-2. 2 balls and no strikes.
I'll tell you what, he's got movement today, and this is the most movement we've seen in a while. And he'll have to adjust to it because his movement is much bigger than what he's had his last 5 or 6 starts, maybe 10 starts.
Gonzalez fouls it out of play. I guess that first inning, Mike, that's why it can be weird. All of a sudden you've got movement like you haven't had in a while, and that can make it more difficult to throw strikes.
Well, it does, and you never know what's going to show up on the main diamond. I mean, it's always different with what you warm up with down the bullpen. By the time you get out to the main diamond mound, totally different. And that's why you're vulnerable the first inning. They say get the good ones early. Well, it's true. Get any pitcher, get him before he figures his stuff out, before he figures his rhythm out. Once he gets into his rhythm, then it's a different deal. But right in the first inning, there is a vulnerability. In the past, Adrian Gonzalez has really had a hard time on that split. He does not see it well.
Tejada probably not going anywhere. Ludwig on deck, and the 2-2 pitch to Gonzalez, and he got him.
And that's the changeup that he's had such a hard problem with. He knows if he can get to a 2-strike count, he can drop that changeup. He's got a pretty good chance of getting it. And you cannot throw a better one. You know, the last couple 10 starts, I mean, he hasn't had consistency with the split. You can see him split the fingers with our Ultra Mo, elbow high above the shoulder, and the extension and drive right through the target. The extension of this young athlete is just remarkable. He has got flexibility beyond the norm, and I am guessing 5, 10, 15% beyond norm, but it's a bunch.
Ludwig takes in tight. Ludwig at 280, 14 home runs, 50 driven in, 1 for 10 lifetime against Lincecum. 2 for 4 on Friday, 2 for 5 yesterday. 2-0.
One thing hitters will do when a game starts is they'll look at what a pitcher throws in counts when he's behind. And the previous 2-0 counts that Lincecum has had, both times he's throwing a fastball. And that's exactly what Ludwig is going to sit on right now. He'll look middle away. He'll look for nothing but gas.
3-0.
And those are the type of things that hitters will look at and try to get a pattern with. If you're predictable to any count, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage.
It's the inside corner to make it 3-1. Just underway here at AT&T Park. A beautiful Sunday afternoon. Out of play, 3-2.
Foul ball caused a little buzz in the stands, went up at the club level, and bounced back down to the lower level. Got everybody involved.
It did. Huff now will play behind Tejada. It's 3-2. Huff will give him a chance to cover a little bit more ground. Tejada will take off. He goes. Got him. Lincecum strikes out to side. Giants are coming up.
Game on.
And let's take a look at their lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Torres and Buster Posey in the 2-hole, then Aubrey Huff. Pat Burrell in August, lighten it up. Jose Guillen will hit in the 5th slot. Then Sandoval, Uribe, Freddie Sanchez will hit 8th, and Lincecum 9th.
Defensively for the San Diego Padres, they're going to set it up with Venable, Gwynn, and Ludwig. That's your outfield. Tejada, Headley on the left side. Cabrera and Gonzalez on the right side of the infield. Orvie Torrealba will be in the squad putting down the signs, and the guy in the bump today for the Padres will be Wade LeBlanc, the left-hander. Here are his numbers. 3.51 ERA in 123 innings. That's very solid. He's not a hard thrower. LeBlanc is a guy that will go mid to high 80s. That's his fastball. He's got kind of a slurvy breakable ball, but a great changeup, and that's a strikeout changeup.
Down the left field line, this is going to hook foul. There aren't many Giants that have numbers against LeBlanc. Matter of fact, Aubrey Huff's the only one that has a little bit of ownage, but that's only in 3 at-bats. There's the changeup. Torres is one of them. He's 1 for 7. This is a guy where you have to maybe take a little bit out of your swing. This will be a 1-hopper to Tejada from deep short, and Torres is out.
That's the play that defines the shortstop. He's got to go deep in the hole. He doesn't have time for a shuffle step, and he's got to rock back and just unload. If you don't have the arm to make this play, do not apply for the job. That was a nice play by Miguel Tejada.
I think we've mentioned this before, Mike, about LeBlanc. When Noah Lowry got called up, he was known for a great changeup. He was a little bit like Lowry.
Yep. Doesn't have quite the 12-6 on the curveball like Noah had. Very similar in fastball changeup, no question.
Here's Buster Posey. Posey at 331 scored the winning run in the 11th yesterday. Lines this one to left, and Venable is going to play it on a hop. This is our Ford right choice. Buster Posey led the 11th inning off, and the little deflection by Hairston, and Posey took off, and it ends up being a leadoff double. And that's our Ford right choice.
No hesitation.
And that's being in the squad for
11 innings.
11 innings. Because here's Huff, who takes a pitch down, or I beg your pardon, takes a strike. Huff 2 for 3 lifetime, a double. A good swing, and it's 0-2.
That's such a good swing. It's flat, stays in the strike zone a long time. Backspins just about everything he hits. And they're really great hitters. I think are the guys that can backspin low pitches, and he can do that. A little lazy on the location there from Wade LeBlanc. I mean, he got away with one right there. Wow. An 0-2 count. Orvie Torrealba set up out the plate away, and that thing was right back across the plate at the belt. And he doesn't have kind of a velocity. LeBlanc does not have the velocity to be making those type of mistakes.
LeBlanc, a soft toss to first. Posey not likely to be going anywhere. It does for a lot of reasons. One, you don't want to give up that hole between first and second. Burrell to follow. It's 0-2 to Aubrey Huff. Got him. Huff probably won't be upset about that swing as much as missing the fastball he got.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to haunt him.
Here's Pat Burrell. Does not have any numbers against LeBlanc. We'll take the first pitch low with Guillen to follow. Cabrera, the second baseman for the Padres, on the infield, really playing Burrell to pull. So's Tejada. High strike called by Daryl Cousins. 2 balls and 1 strike. Giants 4-2 on this homestand. Three and 1. We're 37-22 at home. There's your umpires. Cousins, Joyce, Wolf, and Hudson. See what Burrell gets. 3 and 1. And Guillen's going to hit.
LeBlanc can't believe that last pitch was called a ball. Daryl Cousins is an umpire that can be a little bit inconsistent with his zone. I think he prefers a higher strike than a lower strike, but that can change. It can change in the middle of a game, which is some of the inconsistencies we're talking about. But we've known Daryl Cousins since 1975, and he's always had the same zone.
Here's Guillen. Bounced out and is only at bat as a Giant yesterday as a pinch hitter. In the lineup today. Guillen with the Royals, 255, 16 home runs, 62 driven in. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Nice curveball from LeBlanc.
Posey at second, Burrell at first. 2 and 2.
LeBlanc is not helping himself out. I mean, we know Daryl Cousins. If you keep walking off the mound in balls that are a foot off the plate away, showing an umpire up, he will definitely hold that against him.
Not a strike.
Not close to a strike.
And he gets Guillen swinging to end the inning. Giants strand a pair. We'll head to the second. It's 0-0.
Reception he received from the fans. Take a listen. number 1, Jose
Jose said that the reception was amazing. It served as motivation. He's so excited to be here. And Dwayne and Mikey said this is what it's all about. Guys.
Very happy, as he should be. And you're right. This is what it's all about. He's involved in a pennant race. And the last team he was on was not. The 1-1 pitch is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Torrealba and then Tony Gwynn. Two balls and 1 strike. 3-1. Headley 3 for 15. It's lifetime. And a leadoff walk. Well, the Reds will be in town on August 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It's the KNBR 680 special view level ticket offer, and it's good for all 3 games. So to get those tickets for $6.80, go to sfgiants.com. Use the coupon code KNBR. Here's Torrealba. Torrealba hitting at .308, a couple of home runs, 28 driven in. Torrealba played on Friday, and he went 0 for 3. Headley with 14 steals, and Torrealba fouls it back, and it's no balls and 1 strike. So here's the spot where Mike talked about controlling the running game. And Headley's a guy that he's not blazing fast, but he does have a way of stealing bases.
Well, he's got good instinct, great first step, and that's how he steals them. He'll steal them always off the pitcher.
Breaking ball slammed in the left field, a base hit. Headley is going to go for 3. Burrell's throw is going to be cut off. And now Lincecum is going to go right into the strikeout mode.
Oh, it was a mode that was working for him in the first inning. Let's take a look at the breaking ball that just sort of hangs up there at the bell. That's a very hittable pitch. And Torrealba, who is having a nice year for San Diego, not going to miss a mistake that high. He's always been a good high ball hitter, and that was right to his wheelhouse. And Headley, no hesitation, heading over to third. And Gwynn is a guy you can strike out.
Hitting at .209.
He's also a guy you can squeeze with.
Headley at third, Torrealba at first.
Gwynn on a very cold August, 1 for 14.
Two and 0. So as sharp as Lincecum was in the first inning, he walks Headley, and then he hangs one to Torrealba. Three and 0.
And these are really pretty easy takes. They're not close to the strike zone, and that's probably the most upsetting thing. But this is what can happen when you are inconsistent with your mechanics. You can have one inning where you're a world beater, you come out the next inning and you're just completely underwater. Just to get it in, 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and that was outside the knees.
The 3-1 to Gwynn. Left field. Burrell's coming in. He's going to back off. And coming in to score is Headley. It's 1-0.
Tony Gwynn Jr. is like a lot of hitters. I mean, he is not a good breaking ball off-speed hitter. He's a good fastball hitter. That's his strength. And a guy with his speed, you can't walk, so you put yourself into a hole when you fall behind in a count. You get into predictable fastball counts, and he's going to become a much better hitter. A 3-1 fastball, just going the opposite way. Nice AB. And the Padres are setting it up to go large here.
Here's Cabrera. A walk and a pair of singles. This is lifted foul down the left field line. Remember, the guy on deck can hit. The pitcher, Wade LeBlanc, has got great numbers as a hitter. Just a bit high to even the count. There's a strike. 1-2.
Sort of a get it in split.
The whole family's here.
I gotta say that Lincecum's big. He's a big deal in their house. I'm just throwing it out there.
Blocked very nicely by Buster Posey. Really keeping Torrealba and Gwynn from moving up 90 feet.
A 1-2 split, trying to throw it down and bounce it on home plate. And when you do that, you're really asking a lot out of your catcher. Nice play by Posey.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And here comes Torrealba. He's going to score as Torres' throw will be late. And it's 2-0. So Cabrera, even though it didn't sound like he hit it very well, hit it in the right spot.
They were getting going to come out. This is in a 2-strike scenario. Fastball, again, location not good, up there above the shoulders. And Cabrera just not hitting it well, but finding the right hole. So right now, everything going by way of the Padres. This is the block by Posey. And you see, you only become a good blocker when your body sort of thinks for itself on balls in the dirt. And that's how you have to be. It has to be so just part of you, so something you don't think about to do, and that's when you become a good ball blocker.
LeBlanc bunts it foul, and it's 0-1.
Used to watch Mike Matheny go over there and warm guys up in spring training, and this is like about the 9th guy who warmed up. Ball in the dirt, blocking it every time. Not one time did he not ever block a ball. And that's how he became a good blocker. See a lot of guys down there warming guys up, ball in the dirt, they just let it go. They flag at it, but they don't block it.
There's the bunt. Lincecum is going to go to third, and everybody's safe. Now, major work to do.
Well, he's anticipating the league bag, as you're supposed to do. Everything's great there. Just he throws a sinker over to Pablo Sandoval at about 92, and he can't dig it out.
If you don't get the out, you're in dire straits, and that's what Lincecum is right now here in the second. Down low to Venable.
Tony Gwynn, that was Cabrera, and Wade LeBlanc. So you've got two guys on base that can fly. The 1-0 split. Lincecum definitely in the strikeout mode right now.
Venable struck out in the first. Gets this one on the ground. Huff's coming home. There's one and two.
Just what the doctor ordered, a smash to Aubrey Huff. Gets it on the 2-hop. Goes a perfect strike to Posey, who comes right back with it. And a 3-2-3 double play. And now Lincecum has a chance to minimize the damage. Well, you can't execute it any better than this. And that's with great speed on third base and in the batter's box.
You're not out of the mess yet. This Tejada is going to dump one into center field, and it's going to score a pair. Torres' throw will be late, and it's 4-0.
2 times. Miguel Tejada's got up and looking for that first pitch. And 2 times he's burned Lincecum. Fastball runs up the bat, doesn't hit it well, but Tejada has always had the strength to get it out there even when he doesn't hit it well, and this really hurts.
Here's Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez struck out in the first. Fouls it out of play, and it's 0-1. 4-0. Remember, it was Lincecum who gave up 4 runs in the first inning in his last start. So here he gives up 4 runs in the second inning. He's been dinged up a little bit in this inning, but still, we've seen with the location of the pitches. 0-2.
Nice split there.
Tejada goes, and Gonzalez out swinging, and that'll end the inning. Work to do for the Giants. It's 4-0 San Diego. Bottom of the second inning. And it'll be Pablo Sandoval to lead things off, followed by Juan Uribe and then Freddie Sanchez. I don't think a guy that pitches like LeBlanc, I think this absolutely works in his favor when they got a lead like this. You get hitters that want to catch up with one swing of the bat. LeBlanc eats those guys up. 3-0 to Sandoval.
Well, he's crafty. Talking about crafty left-handers the other day. He's run out of the Kirk Reeder Woody mode. And right now, I mean, he's a little ticked off the umpire, Darryl Cousins, because he hasn't been giving him the outside pitch. And he lives in that outside corner a lot.
Sandoval out of play. Yesterday, Sandoval hit a home run off of Matt Latos. Check the location.
Well, that's what the Giants have been waiting for him to do, is to turn around those high fastballs. Because if that becomes a consistent thing, the whole league's going to have to figure out a different way to pitch to him.
Got him.
And that's the inconsistency that does drive you crazy. You get a pitch called a ball early in the bat, and then you get called a strike, especially in a strike two situation. It does upset you a bit. And that's where Darryl Cousins at times will have some problems. This is the outside pitch that LeBlanc wants to have. And it's a pitcher strike. But the fact that it's been called about 3 times earlier in the game of ball, that does upset you.
Here's Uribe, the hero yesterday, with the base hit in the 11th.
You'll see LeBlanc go out there all day long, and they'll just keep pounding it.
Two straight hitters, 3 balls and no strikes. It's almost like it's what he wants to do. This is a pattern.
Well, he's definitely one of those guys who can pitch behind the count because he throws every pitch in any count.
Popped up. Shallow right field. Ludwig puts it away. Here we have 4 generations of Giants fans. They're from Chico. Eric Esparza. Father, grandfather, and his 2 sons.
Now they're from great baseball country. Got a chance to go up to Chico last year and meet the folks up there, and they are just fantastic. And they take their baseball very seriously. Had a great weekend up there.
Sanchez swings and fouls it into the glove of Torrealba. And a quick 0-2. Right now, Sanchez is just jumping at LeBlanc.
His key, stay in the strike zone. He starts jumping, he starts diving at stuff off the plate away, and his strike zone will expand 8 inches.
Sanchez out swinging on a pitch in the dirt, and it remains 4-0. pitches. Consequently, he's really had to wait now. You have to wait a certain amount of minutes in between innings as Ludwig takes low. And he took those 5 really quickly. And then he had to wait. Sometimes waiting's tougher than actually throwing a couple extra pitches. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Darryl Cousins wanted to. He started to move like he was going to call a strike. That was close. Did he call a strike? Okay, good.
He did. And he called another one.
And that's a pitcher strike.
Yeah, that one was for you.
Thank you, Darryl. When we were in Double-A ball in Texas League, Darryl Cousins was there, and we thought he had one of the best zones in the league. He went up to Triple-A, to the Wichita, or to the American Association the next year, and we had him in that league. And then he went over to the American League. We didn't see him for a long time.
Yeah, watch Lincecum. This is what we saw in between innings. All right, I want to go now. I don't want to throw any more. Infielders were not even out there yet.
They hadn't even thrown the ball to first base with the practice ground balls you get between innings.
Never seen it before.
He's ready to go.
He walked Ludwig. And here's Headley. Headley walked in the second. Headley dribbles it foul. 1 ball and 1, make it no balls and 2 strikes. (4-0) Padres. Just joined us 4 runs in the second inning on 4 singles. One and 2. Lincecum blew through the first inning, although he did allow a base hit to Tejada. High, 2-2.
It's a hanger split. You don't want to ever throw a 1-2 split up there at the belt. I mean, that's just not his intent. It was to go down, start a little about 4 inches above the knees, and then just sort of sink down below the knees.
Torres coming in, still coming in, and it's going to fall. Let's check in with Amy G.
Well, gentlemen, time for today's poll question. It is brought to you by Pacific Specialty Insurance, and you can check it out at csnbayarea.com. Bruce Bochy announced last night that Tim did go back to his old delivery, his original delivery today. Are you concerned that he is altering his mechanics? Let us know, and then check out the results on Giants Postgame Live. Gentlemen?
All right. Here's Torrealba. A similar pattern to what happened in the second inning. A walk and a single. Strike to Torrealba.
And these hits are not like, not like they're getting just centered on the sweet spot. A lot of them been off the end of the bats, up the bats. He hasn't gotten a lot of breaks in this game. Every break has gone by way of the Padres so far.
0-2. Defense pretty much straight away with Torrealba. Chopper to Sandoval. That's 1, and he throws it away. Coming now in to score is Headley. And it's 5-0. Headley scores all the way from first.
Well, what should have been a 5 unassisted throw to first double play, and he had all the time in the world. An errant throw, now it becomes a major stress inning. And every part of the play is done perfectly except for the throw, and there was a much Huff could do.
Here's Gwynn. Gwynn takes outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
And right now the Giants look horrible. They need to tighten it up big time.
Out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right, we have a hero. Just got out of the Giants dugout store.
Off the plate, 1-2. Two and two. So Lincecum going after Tony Gwynn, who picked up a base hit in the second inning to knock in a run. Lincecum's got it. Looks to second. 2 outs.
Well, I tell you, that ball gets over the head of Lincecum with the speed of Tony Gwynn. I'm not sure that they have a play.
I doubt it.
You can see not a lot of backswing, and he gets out. But Lincecum on the high backhanded spear checks the runner. He's going back, and then you get the out. It's not an easy play to come back against your body's momentum when you got a lot of lean over the first base line.
Cabrera singled in a run in the second. He hit a ball off his fist into center field. Pops this one third base side. Sandoval will watch it sail out of play.
There you see the pitch count. It has been a stressful day past the first.
In the dirt. Five runs, 6 hits. No errors, 2 left for the Padres. No runs, a hit in error, 2 left for the Giants. Uribe from the hole. And that'll end the inning. Padres pick up a run on the air. It's now 5-0 San Diego. So time for Subway Eat Fresh. Ask Crook and Kite. Harper from Pleasanton wants to know, do you have a favorite ball dude?
That's a good question. We kind of like the ball dudes and ball dudettes, ball babes. We like them kind of like the same. But if there's one that stands out, I'd have to say,
it's got to be Leonard Hertzstein.
Lynn, my foot still Hertzstein.
Yeah. Harry Holsworth.
There's Harry. Gino Mancinelli over at third base.
We do. We like them all. Was it Harper that asked that question? It's a very unfair question.
I like Lisa Kowalski is my favorite.
Yeah, and I like Larry.
There you go.
Three and one to Lincecum. Giants will take a base runner any way they can.
Any way they can. Taken all the way. Except for that swing there. Well, those are things you learn along the way. Down 5 runs.
Taken all the way.
Taken all the way.
Giants Baseball is brought to you by the Solar Company. Call 877-60-SOLAR for 0 down, 0 payments for 12 months as a qualified buyer, or ask about their 0 down lease option. Offer expires at the end of the month.
The beautiful picture of the financial district downtown in San Francisco. And this is the jewel of the bay, AT&T Park. A gorgeous day.
Torres bounced out to short in the bottom of the first. Good take, 2 and 1.
That is a good take. And right away, Torey Alba's going to go, yo, El Dude, check out the score. We got a 5-0 lead. Don't be so fine. He's also going to say, did you know that Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs? There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy player. Track your favorite players and teams. All you have to do is go to BloombergSports.com for details. And Torey Alba said that in Spanish, too.
He did. Out of play, 2 and 2.
Nice play.
On the ground. That's one. No. Four, 6. Here's Posey.
Well, that's Tim Lincecum playing baseball at second base, coming in hard to try and put a little heat on Miguel Tejada. And do a pop-up slide. Very athletic.
Here's Posey. Posey skies one into center field. Gwynn back. Gwynn still back. It is out of here. Just what the doctor ordered.
Just exactly what the doctor ordered. They needed to get this crowd into it, and Buster Posey just took care of it. We're going to make it the Dodge Ram drive of the game. It's a high fastball. And the beauty of Buster Posey is how many times have you seen him go the opposite field on a fastball up and away. He doesn't try to pull it. He goes with the location. And that one there was supercharged. A Dodge Ram drive of the game.
Here's Aubrey Huff. 5-2. Posey might like that second slide.
It's the fastball slide.
Burrell to follow. Huff struck out in the first inning. He got a couple of fastballs that he fouled back, and then he struck out on a breaking ball. Hit down the left field line. Venable going over, and Venable puts it away. 2 outs. And here's Pat Burrell. There's a little bit of a different hum around the ballpark today. There's 4,000 junior Giants, and they're all scattered from the upper deck into the bleachers. And you get 4,000 kids screaming, and it's going to make a different noise.
It's been kind of a junior Giant theme weekend series here against the Padres.
Burrell takes a strike.
We had a ball babe, Cheryl Boykins, on Friday night. She was a junior Giants commissioner over in Hayward. She was our ball babe. And we are very proud of the Giants Junior Giants program. 16,000 kids benefit from that program.
85 participating leagues in California, Oregon, and Nevada. And it's not just boys, it's boys and girls. 2,000 volunteers, coaches who donate their times. It's a good program run very well by Sue Peterson. 1-2. Buster Posey, he gives the Giants some life here in the third inning. A lot of time left in this game. Burrell out swinging to end the inning. Buster Posey hits his 9th of the year, and it's bye-bye baby. Dave Fleming will be in for the next 3. It's 5-2 Padres.
Joining us now, Dave Fleming. Welcome.
Thank you, Mike. And it's nice to be over here. Maybe the Buster Posey home run can get the Giants going a little bit, huh?
Yeah, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde act with Lincecum. He looked like a world beater the first inning. The next 2 innings, he's had a problem with his command again.
Man, after that first inning, a statement inning by Lincecum. He's back, and, it really looked like he came ready to go today. And you're right, since then it has been a struggle. Wade LeBlanc, the pitcher,
who can hit.
Really can hit. 1-2. Stays alive again.
Well, your job as a pitcher in this modern era of baseball is get pitches. Even if you don't get a base hit or a walk, get some pitches out of a guy.
Now he chases one in the dirt. That's a strikeout for Lincecum. 1 down.
Well, as LeBlanc heads back to the Padre dugout, what do you say we ask our trivia question? It's brought to you by AT&T. Rethink possible. The question today, before Jose Guillen, who was the last player the Giants traded for mid-season who had 16 home runs with his previous team?
So that kind of power bat added mid-year. That's a good question. Back to the top of the order. Padres for the 3rd time against Lincecum, and Will Venable takes a strike. But your point about pitchers against pitchers in this day and age, in the old days where pitch count wasn't as important, nowadays when that pitch count number is so critical, if you're up there as a pitcher at the plate, you want to make that guy work as much as possible.
Exactly. Get as much work out of that guy as you can. If you get a 9 or 10 pitch at bat off a pitcher, that's just like hitting a grand slam. Good split there. Well, Dwayne Kuiper calls it hatitude, and this group has got hatitude.
It's a very cheerful hatitude.
They got guts. I'm not sure I can pull that one off. I'd be the guy sitting behind them.
Yeah, you wouldn't be all that thrilled. Well, maybe they're in a row there where nobody's directly behind him. Sort of looks like it.
But don't you just want to walk by and dump your beer on top of the thing?
Yeah, they need some water.
Water the plant. Yeah, this is when you go to the movies with Dwayne Kuiper, this always happens to him. Somebody will sit right in front of him, and this will be his view.
The whole theater can be empty, and the one guy walks in.
It's literally true.
Venable bloops one, and another little looping liner for the Padres.
It's been unbelievable. They have 7 hits now against Lincecum, and 5 of them have been like that. Good pitch. Venable just in a protect mode with 2 strikes, just flaps and slaps and gets himself a big league knock. And I like this. Right away, Posey, sensing a little frustration, goes right out there to talk to his pitcher. Those are Buster Posies.
Now I get it. Although some of the other ones, that doesn't look like a Posey to me.
That looks like a sunflower to me.
I'm not exactly a botanical expert, but they may not be either.
Hey, the thoughts there.
And now Tejada has been the big figure for the Padres, I think, in this game. Huge 2-out, 2-run hit in the second. He's 2 for 2.
That he hit about 2 inches above the label.
Yeah.
Kind of a doink.
Well, the Padres have done a lot of that, and at some point you do have to give some of these San Diego hitters credit. Lincecum's making some pretty good pitches, but he's not striking them out. They're putting the ball in play. Runner's going, and that one's way up and in. That does not give Posey a chance. Venable steals a bag. He's been good at that this year. Venable's got 21 steals.
Big fastball flips Tejada, and Posey opts wisely to hold on to the ball. He had no chance. Venable stole that completely off of Lincecum.
So that little bloop turns into a runner at second with 1 out. Now Lincecum's going to try to pay some more attention to him. Teams have not tried as often with Posey back there to run against Lincecum, but when they do try, most of the time they're successful against the Giants right-hander. He still struggles in limiting that running game.
You got to pay attention to Venable because he'll steal third.
That would be a big play with 1 out.
Let's come opportunity here for a shutdown inning.
Tejada out in front there.
2-1 split. Giants got momentum in the bottom of the third with that swing of the bat from Buster Posey. And a shutdown inning will keep that momentum in the dugout.
Here's the 2-1. Fastball misses. He is really struggling with that pitch now.
Well, I tell you this, though, he's getting closer. And we saw that in the first inning. Ball coming out of his hand, the movement of the ball. We haven't seen that movement in a while. And then second inning, it just was not the same type of fastball or command of the fastball.
There's his strike. Like he took something off there.
Now, 3-1 batting practice fastball is a good pitch. It's that speed between the changeup and the regular fastball.
You get a hitter who's so geared up for the fastball and that fastball count. Now full. Tejada, little spinner. This was the hit we were talking about Tejada back in the second inning. After the big double play, Tejada just dunked one in front of Andres Torres. It scored 2 runs. It made it a 4-run inning. To me, the key moment in this game so far. Miguel Tejada, the veteran, who's no stranger to Bay Area baseball fans from his great career with the A's. No stranger to this ballpark. Another 3-2 and another foul.
Yeah, that thing about 4 inches above the thumbs. It sounded like he hit a dish rag. That was a foul ball that did not make a noise. There aren't many of those around.
Well, Posey didn't know where it had gone. He was looking for it. I think it confused the catcher. He heard the sound. Venable at second. Tejada shoots one foul. He hit that one much harder. Lincecum can't put him away. Tejada's just hanging in there. Making him throw a lot of pitches. Another 3-2, and it's ball 4 in the dirt.
Giants Baseball is brought to you by AutoTrader.com. Now compare new and used cars side by side at AutoTrader.com. 84 pitches on the day, and the Giants are going to get their bullpen going. And Dave Righetti going to take a little time to give Guillermo Mota a chance to get loose.
So Mota will get ready, and the meeting lasting a good long while. Darryl Cousins still has not come out to break it up, and it could be that Righetti's just going to wait until he does. And now the umpire starts his slow stroll out to the mound. Mota's getting ready quickly, as Mike said. Against this Padres team, we've been talking about it all weekend, all season long. They pitch so well. It's hard to overcome a big deficit, and he can't keep falling back behind. You're just not going to keep coming from behind against these Padres. So Mota will get ready, and Lincecum could be nearing the end of the line. He's got the big hitter here, Adrian Gonzalez, although Gonzalez is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Ball 1.
He's never ever been able to do much with Lincecum's split, and that's how he struck out twice today.
He's still the best hitter the Padres have. He took a good whack at that fastball. Two on, 1 out. Strike 2.
Knows that Gonzalez does not have much success against that split, but he's got to keep it down. It's a great count, 1-2 after 2 fastballs to throw it right here. But do not hang it up.
Runner going to third, swing and a miss. The throw just a little late. Venable steals third base, but he strikes out Gonzalez, 2 down.
That was the split, so a hat trick for Gonzalez
in the first 4 innings.
See the footwork from Posey. Just a great jump from Venable.
Huge jump. In that spot, he's got to make sure he can get there. He doesn't want to be thrown out there for the final out of the inning. Although, as he's breaking, Gonzalez is still at the plate. But he knew he could get that big jump, so he took the risk. Now Ludwig. He was 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Ball 1. Pitch number 90 already in the 4th inning, but no. That double move. Just trying to see if the runner at first base, Tejada, is going anywhere on first motion. Ludwig takes ball 2. And I don't know if he loses Ryan Ludwig. Chase Headley on deck has walked and singled. The Giants may take Lincecum out of this game.
It could happen. The way that they're getting motor ready.
This could be it. 2-0. Hit foul. Back into this big crowd, waiting for something to get real excited about. They had the Posey home run in the 3rd. But the Padres had 4-run 2nd inning, and the defensive mistake by the Giants in the 3rd sort of taking this crowd out of it.
Now, if you get a 0 up on the board right here, you're going to get some enthusiasm going through this ballpark.
Yep.
Especially if you can get this through this part of the lineup.
Is 2-1 in the dirt. Another changeup, that splitter, blocked by Posey.
Three times he's gotten into a stretch with big time stress on every pitch, the 2nd, 3rd, and now here in the 4th. And there you see the count at 92. At this time of year, it's just a lot to ask from an arm to go deep 3 times into an inning.
Pulled into left field, base hit. Venable's going to score, and it's 6-2 Padres. And that'll do it for Lincecum. 2nd start in a row. Very un-Lincecum-like. This time he does not make it through 4 innings. So Lincecum leaves trailing 6-2. Mota's coming in. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Who has done nice work for the Giants overall this year. 47 appearances and a 3.92 ERA.
Very consistent strike thrower. And the thing that has been remarkable about him is as to how consistent to high velocity he has been. But he's in a jam here.
2 on, 2 out. And Headley swings at the first pitch from Mota. Foul ball, 0-1.
It's the most important pitch. We say it all the time, but it's said to you, and you're the guy coming out of the bullpen every time you're leaving. Make something happen. Just get out there, and you got to go after a hitter. And that's strike one. You just saw Mota challenge Headley with. It's really a pitch you really mentally you're into. It's your whole makeup mentally. You want to come in there and you want to attack.
Just inside.
And if you miss, just miss off the plate. I mean, that's it. That's a ball that could have been called a strike. A lot of guys will swing at it. Good pitch. Plus it sets up the out of plate.
Headley to Uribe for the force out at second. So Mota does his job, but another tough outing for Lincecum, and the Padres lead 6-2.
And may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates LP.
All right, what do you say we ask and answer our trivia question brought to you by AT&T? Rethink possible. Before Jose Guillen, who was the last player the Giants traded for midseason who had 16 or more home runs with his previous team, our survey said, well, Ellis Burks did it 1998, and he was a great Giant, by the way.
That is setting the bar high if Jose Guillen is going to have that kind of impact. Speaking of, here he is for his second at bat of the game. He struck out his first time up. Padres with a 4-run lead. Giants a lot of work to do. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the right-handed hitter.
Now, one thing about this guy, I mean, he's not going to be intimidated coming into a new clubhouse. In his career, he's been in 10 different clubhouses. So he's kind of the vagabond of the Major League Baseball. He's played with a lot of people, and he should fit in very quickly here.
He gets ahead 3-1.
Plus, one of his closest friends away from the field is on this Giants team, Guillermo Mota.
And that helps. Good hitters count here for Guillen, and that's a strike.
And he was taken all the way there, 3-1. Right now, it's more important for Giants to get base runners than it is for have guys trying to hit one 500 feet in the 3-1 count.
And that does give you a little insight into his mindset as a hitter. We're going to learn more and more about him as we see him. He's going to play quite a bit. But I think he is a player with a real understanding of how to play the game. He drives that one into the gap in right center field. That one was really hit well. And Ludwig is chasing after it. Guillen is going to try for 3. Cabrera's got a pretty good arm, and they got him. And he knows he made a mistake.
Well, here's the good. The good is splitting the gap. and trying to be a little aggressive. You don't want to make the first out or the third out at the third inning. And right about here, he starts to leak oil. You mentioned Everett Cabrera, who plays second base. Well, he was a shortstop the first half of the year for the Padres, and he's got a shortstop arm, but he just showed it there. He gunned down the end. But, I mean, it was an impressive swing of the bat. A little overly aggressive, down 4 runs, and that was where the mistake was.
Yeah, and he knew it, I think, right away. Sound of ball, foul ball. But you don't often have a second baseman with Cabrera's kind of arm, and it was a perfect relay. Everett Cabrera, very good defensive player overall. Sandoval's 0 for 1. Ball 2.
Here's the relay. This is good baseball here. Ludwig. And here's the throw from Cabrera. One hop seed and a nice play by Headley at third base to slap the tag on.
Tejada will gobble this one up. 2 down. Giants baseball brought to you by Round Table Pizza, celebrating summer with their delicious barbecue chicken pizza, premium grilled chicken, smoky bacon, and a tangy barbecue drizzle. It's barbecue taste at a special summer price. Call Round Table today. Summertime afternoon here in San Francisco. But the game not going the way the Giants wanted it to. A chance to win the series. They trail by 4. Uribe takes that curveball for a strike. Uribe flied out to right field his first time up. Gets ahead of the count for the second straight at bat. Big swing over top, another curve. Popped up. We'll see if it's playable. Gonzalez thinks so, and that's the third out. So the Giants, promising start, but a quiet inning. 6-2 San Diego.
Well, we are in the top of the 5th. The Giants are down 6-2, so we're going to lighten the mood a little bit. Now, you know that Juan Uribe recently dyed his hair some kind of blonde color, kind of came out orange. He's not the first to do this. Apparently, Pat Burrell had a battle with the platinum blonde bottle back in 2003 when he was a Philly. Now, his only fan of this hairdo was Pablo Sandoval, who said it actually looked kind of good, but Juan and the rest of the Giants clubhouse said don't ever do that again to Pat. Pat had quite a laugh at seeing himself look like that, and he said in his defense he was batting .202 and needed to change things up, guys.
Just need to change things up once in a while.
That was a change. Back to play here in the 5th. Apparently the day he did it back then, the story goes, he hit 2 home runs in that game, and it was against the Giants. I blocked that from my memory.
Well, you just couldn't get past the haircut.
That was not a good look.
But I'm thinking you could pull that off.
Oh, sure, yeah. Juan Uribe, maybe. Maybe he's pulled it off. 2-0 to Torrealba, and he takes that one deep to left field toward that foul pole, and gone. The former Giant straight down the line, just his 3rd home run of the year. Padres keep adding on.
Well, that was loud. Just the 3rd home run of the year for Torrealba. But the ball comes back middle in, and he just spins on it. And it's just a matter, is it going to stay fair? I want it being fair by a bunch. But that was a big potato, folks.
Wow. Sort of curved out of our view from where we sit behind the 2nd level. Tony Gwynn Jr. swings to the first pitch. Burrow battles the sun to make the catch.
Well, Tuesday, August 24th, the Giants take on the Reds at 7:15. It's 2010 America Japan Grassroots Summit presented by Kikkoman. It's a $20 special ticket, and it'll get you a Masanori Murakami throwback jersey T-shirt, a seat in the Japanese Heritage section, and a special appearance by Masanori Murakami. Mashi. So, remember, ticket proceeds will benefit nonprofits in the Japanese community. Call 415-972-2298 for information.
Be a fun night out here. When the Giants get back home, they're headed on the road after this game. Everett Cabrera also going after that first pitch.
Yeah, I like Ethnic Heritage Week. The first time I ever saw it was back in New York, and it was like 20 years ago. You know, they have a lot of different burgs in the New York area, but it was a natural here for San Francisco, and when they adopted the theme, it has been really one of the fun things that happen all summer long.
Kind of a chop bunt attempt, and Cabrera's got great speed, but Sandoval throws him out. Just wants a microphone. Wants your job, Mike, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She is not shy.
She's going to start with the weather, and she'll work her way into play-by-play in 2033.
I can see it happening.
And we'll still be sitting here with Dave.
2 outs after the home run, and here's the pitcher LeBlanc. 7-2 Padres, all Padres today. They knocked Lincecum out of the game before he could even finish 4 innings.
See, 2033, you'll be here.
2033. Well, it's easy. It's 2010. It's easy for me to do that math, so I know how long from now that is.
And she'll be working sidelines.
Amy G by then will be up here in this chair.
Amy G might be running the team by then.
I guarantee you one thing. This ballpark will look like this 25 years from now. We'll be sitting here on a day like this. That's one thing about being with the Giants. The franchise that is here and here to stay. But the Padres in command today, 7-2.
tournament that benefits the Giants Community Fund and Junior Giants Baseball. Sponsor foursomes and individual spots are available. Visit juniorgiants.org or call 877.juniorgiants to reserve your spot today. And we want to give a shout out to Willie McCovey, who's recovering from back surgery. See the score, Giants trailing 7-2. And we miss Stretch being out here. And Willie, we want you to know we want to get you back here as soon as possible. Hope you're feeling better.
Can't wait to see him out here again. He's here, in a way.
Oh, yeah. The great Willie McCovey, the statue out there across the cove.
His presence always felt. There's a strike to Freddie Sanchez, trying to get the Giants started. You got Sanchez and then Moto, who does have a bat and is in the on-deck circle. The Giants bullpen is quiet. Just a little pop-up. Tony Gwynn Jr. for the out. Moto gets a chance to do something he really likes to do. Swing the bat.
Well, he was getting all over Dwayne Kuiper. He said, yo, how many home runs you got? I said, well, you know the answer. 1 home run in 10 years. He goes, well, I have 2. First at bat he ever had in the big leagues when he was with Montreal. He had a home run. And in that ballpark, I mean, that's doing something.
Yeah, Kuiper was playing along, but I think at some point he wasn't laughing that hard. Took a pretty big cut there, but missed.
It's healthy.
Yeah, healthy. Took a rip. Almost assuredly different spot with men on base. Bunch of different scenarios where you'd be using a pinch hitter for Moda. I think Bochy right now is valuing an extra inning of actual work on the mound with the way this bullpen has just been taxed so hard on this homestand. It's really been remarkable how much the Giants have had to use the bullpen.
Well, they get an off day tomorrow, and that's going to help.
Moda strikes out swinging.
The changeup by LeBlanc. That's his bread and butter.
Yep. Against those right-handed hitters, that's a pitch he loves to use as a strikeout pitch. He's got 6 strikeouts. It's not a power pitcher here, but he does miss a lot of bats. Two outs for Andres Torres. Hits a high drive to left field. Venable with some room. Not much of it, but he's there to make the catch. Torres gave it a ride. 7-2 Padres.
Farmers Insurance. To find your local Farmers agent, call 800-FARMERS today. By Xfinity, the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. And by Verizon, the signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon.
Here from San Francisco on a Sunday afternoon, the sun is shining at AT&T Park. Padres lead the Giants 7-2. Will Venable crunches one down the right field line and just fouled. Wow. So just a strike to Will Venable, the Bay Area native, son of a former Giant. Our McDonald's game summary: 7 runs on 9 hits for the Padres, 2 runs, 3 hits for the Giants. The Posey home run has been the offense, but the big story, Tim Lincecum could not get through 4 innings. Gave up 5 earned runs. And Wade LeBlanc, the Padres starter, has pitched well. Lincecum had that dominant first inning today, Mike, where it looked like, okay, all's well in the Giants' world now. The ace is back and really had some outstanding stuff, and from that point forward just could not find that stuff again.
Well, but that's the good news. He knows it's in there. And there's a point in time where he's walking around going, I don't know what happened to my fastball. But the way the ball was coming out of his hand in the first inning today, he's going to take optimism out of that. I mean, that's everything he had. The movement was live. The split was down and really nasty. He tried that with the 1-2 fastball from Mota. The fact that he couldn't bring it back out there in the second and third, well, I mean, that's the problem. But if you know it's in there, that'll totally reinvigorate your surge. And now you can walk away to this ballpark not happy with the outcome, but at least optimistic that you can get this thing turned around.
Venable hits one deep to right center field. No question of fair or foul. The only question, can Torres catch it? And he does a little Spider-Man walk.
Well, the Spider-Man walk started to gain a little notoriety. We saw it in the first time in Pittsburgh. And here he goes back hard. He catches the ball, and watch him walk the wall. Oh, yeah, that's a fan favorite right there. I know it's a broadcast booth favorite. One more time. How is he ever going to stop from running into a wall? How about just run right up the wall in our ultra slow motion? That's so cool.
That is great. Andres Torres.
I know one guy's digging that. Guillermo Mota.
He blew a bubble for him. It's like a toast.
Gum toast.
Tejada. And Guillen can't get to that one. It just dunks in front of him. Giants have not gotten Miguel Tejada out yet.
And if you put a spike mark in the wall, you know what? It's just your own signature.
It was worth it.
Well, that was definitely worth it.
How good has he been in center field this year?
Been fantastic.
Really good. Guillen, we saw him run the bases. We saw him in the outfield there on that play. He's not a guy who's going to cover a huge amount of ground in the outfield. We know that's the case with Burrell. So if those two guys are going to be playing in the corners, the Giants are going to lean hard on Torres to cover a lot of ground in center. Adrian Gonzalez
swinging through a first pitch changeup.
It's been amazing. The Padres have 7 runs. They have this commanding lead, and Gonzalez 0 for 3 with 3 swinging strikeouts. He has not been the problem for the Giants.
Today.
In the past, he's been a lot of problem.
Well, he's also a guy who can strike out 3 times and still hit a home run on you.
I think he's still underrated. He plays in that ballpark, which is the worst hitter's park in the league, maybe in the game. And he puts up these big numbers. If he played in any other park, basically, I think the numbers would be monstrous. Strike 2 on the outside.
Beautiful pitch. Well, you're right. If you put him in an offensive yard like Houston or Philadelphia or Cincinnati or Milwaukee, you would think that he would have 50 home runs a year. And there was talk at the very start of spring training that they were going to move Adrian Gonzalez. If you ask Bud Black, he would hear none of it. And they've kept him.
He strikes out for the 4th straight time. 2 down.
What is the Coors Light 6th inning? And now it's time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. More look at this block job by Buster Posey. Watch the hands go down. That's perfect technique. And let your chest protector become the glove. And that's our Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Wait, was it yesterday? A couple balls go by him late in the game, and was out there earlier this morning working on it.
Well, I mean, from a ball blocker's perspective, your body has to think for itself. You can't think at 95 miles an hour to get back into perfect technique. It just has to happen. That's why we're making the point of mentioning earlier that Mike Matheny, who's as good as ball blocker as I've ever seen, he used to block everything. If he was down there warming up the 9th guy in spring training, he would block balls in the dirt. He never, ever took a pitch off. And that's what you have to do.
Yeah, it was always amazing to watch Matheny in between innings, the pitcher's taking those warm-up throws, and he's diving left to right and sprawling in the dirt. And I think in some ways with Posey, that it's part of what makes him so exciting as a player is he's not a finished product. He is only 23 years old, and he still has some things he can improve upon in every aspect of his game, and yet he's still been so good for the Giants, even as inexperienced as he is.
Not much of a chance Miguel Tejada's going to try and steal. I mean, this is a steal situation, but I think with Ludwig, they think he's in scoring position at first base anyway. He's got that kind of power.
Mota, strike 2.
Knee-high flame.
Mota got the last out in the 4th. Lincecum could not get through that inning, then pitched the 5th. Now again here in the 6th. One and 2. Posey blocks another one down there. Another changeup. He's had to work pretty hard today. Lincecum bounced a bunch of pitches. Now Mota. Giants will see this guy's former team, Ryan Ludwig's Cardinals, on this next road trip. They're paying a lot of attention to Miguel Tejada. The guy that the Cardinals acquired when they gave up Ludwig, Jake Westbrook from the Indians, is likely to start a game against the Giants next weekend. Two and 2 now. Ludwig peels one foul.
Good quality pitch on the 2-2.
Giants are going to see Oswalt. They'll see Cole Hamels. They'll see Chris Carpenter on this next road trip. So 3 studs are lined up in the 6 games the Giants will be playing on the road.
And then they come home and play Cincinnati. So, I mean, this next stretch is going to be a tester.
Another 2-2. Backhanded by Posey. Mota slowing the tempo down here in the 6th inning. Now with the full count, Huff will play behind Tejada. He'll get a running start. There he goes. And it's ball 4.
With another 3-2 slider. So he threw a 2-2. He threw a 3-2.
After getting a couple of strikes with the fastball. Now Tejada is in scoring position for Chase Headley. If you had to pick one Padre, I mean, Tejada's had some big hits. They've had some good pitching performances, but one Padre who's done the most damage in this series, I think you'd say this guy.
Yeah, and he was stone cold coming into it.
Ooh. This is his stronger side ordinarily, although don't tell the Giants that. He had a lot of big hits batting right-handed first 2 games. Change up, ball 1. This is Mota's inning here. There's nobody warming in the Giants' pen. Empty.
Quiet.
Abandoned.
On the bullpen front. And you know that too when you're out there. But Mota knows the deal. I mean, he had to get an extra inning for the pen. And he's 33 pitches into this outing. And, you know, he's got 50 pitches in his arm. He gets extended today. That off day tomorrow, he might get an off day in the first game of the Philly series. So the thing about Bruce Bochy, if he does extend a reliever, he usually gives him a couple days to get regrouped.
Still paying attention to the base runners. He has had a couple of longer outings this season where he's never been the long man on this staff, but he's had a couple of games where you'd say he's done this. Some signs here, though, that he may be running out of steam, trying to get through the 6th. Ball 3.
Now this becomes a very, very big pitch just because of the pitch count. Now Ramon Ramirez is hustling down and start getting loose. It'll take him 8 pitches to establish a fastball in daylight today. And if this goes ball 4, you will see Dave Righetti go out there, stall some time.
Your Torrealba's on deck. He walked Ludwig. He's in danger of walking Chase Headley. 3-1. Headley hits a ground ball into center field. Tejada will come around third and score. It's 8-2 San Diego.
And the kind of knock that really hurts you, that's the 2-out knock. And here comes Righetti. Well, Giants will take a day off tomorrow and hop on a plane and head to Philadelphia, and they will begin a 3-game series in Philadelphia. You'll see Zito take on Oswald, a 3:30 p.m. game. You'll see it on Comcast Sportsnet. Matt Cain against Joe Blatton Wednesday, and actually all 3 games the same time, 3:30, all 3 on Comcast. It'll be a Sanchez-Hamels finale. That game on Thursday. Then they'll head into St. Louis and do it all over again. But that's where you can see the Giants on TV. And this is the stretch we're talking about. Phillies, Cardinals come home against the Reds. So 9 games to find out exactly what type of club you are.
Well, you might as well include this game, too. You got the first place Padres this series. And the Padres right now are taking it to the Giants. 2 very close, hard-fought games Friday night, yesterday afternoon. Not the same kind of game today. Leading 8-2, Torrealba, who's got a base hit plus a home run. That home run against Mota. Ball 1. This almost assuredly will be it for Mota, no matter what happens.
Well, he got beat on a fastball middle in that Torrealba hit for a long home run his last at bat. And now Mota's staying away. Torrealba hitting this year with more confidence than I've ever seen him.
The power numbers are down, but the batting average is way up, and he has had a lot of big moments for the Padres at the plate, a lot of them. Swung through that slider.
And it's in these counts right here where I see the most improvement. 2 strikes. Gets short, really gears his AB right for the middle of the diamond, trying to go back up the middle.
I don't have any numbers to back it up, but it seems like he often saves his best against the Giants, too. He's had a lot of big hits against the Giants. Took that one high.
I can't argue with it. He's done well. And I don't even know if his average is that high, but it's the quality of the hit. The 2-out base hit that knocks in a run. He's had a bunch of those.
When he was with the Rockies, and since he's moved to the Padres. 2-2 pitch from Mota. He got him swinging. Actually got a piece of it. But the Padres get another run. Buster Posey, who's got a home run already today, he's going to lead off when we come back. 8-2 San Diego.
I've got it. Left-handed relievers are on the mend for the Giants. Jeremy Affeldt, Dan Runzler have basically been cleared by the medical staff and turned over to Bruce Bochy, who is sending them both on rehab assignments. They will not join the team on this road trip. Jeremy Affeldt actually took off in the middle of this game, goes to San Jose to pitch 2 innings, and Dan Runzler will throw in Fresno on Tuesday. They're doing good, guys.
All right, thanks, Amy. That is good news. And the Giants bullpen has a chance, particularly, I think, when it's already saving this team in a lot of ways, but the options Bruce Bochy's going to have come September when those guys get back. Posey leading off against LeBlanc, and I think Posey thought that pitch was outside.
Well, that's been the coin toss location. Sometimes it's been a ball today, sometimes it's been a strike. More often than it's been a ball.
Another base hit for Buster Posey. He's 3 for 3.
Well, that's an important hit because being down 6 runs, you're getting into this part of the line. At this point in the game, you need to make a move now. This is the time. Just a soft little load with the hands and watch the upper body in sync with the lower body. And as he goes inside out, he has the ability to keep his bat square. And even when his legs go out of a swing, he can still beat you with the hand position and the hand strength.
Leadoff single for Posey. Now a guy who the Giants lean on so heavily, Aubrey Huff, who's been slumping. Still had some big hits for the Giants, but Huff is 0 for 2 today. He's 6 for his last 41. Ball 1.
Are you changing pencils?
Pens for me. Yeah.
It helps.
Just like Pat Burrell dyeing his hair. Broadcasters change pen. Pretty big cut there on a very slow pitch.
Well, I thought he had pretty good balance in the swing. Ball one hop and got Torrealba on the side.
Here's the 1-2, and a chopper could be two. Cabrera will tag Posey, and then the double play. I think Posey was trying to get out of the way there, slow the play up, but just ran right into Cabrera.
Well, you're supposed to stop and make him come back to you. That way, if you do that, you have a chance to salvage the back runner. But I think at this point, there wasn't a whole lot he could do.
It's a pretty nifty move by Posey. Pat Burrell shoots one foul. And then the momentum, Posey's a big guy, strong guy, coming towards second base. I don't think he can put on the brakes much quicker than that. Strike two to Burrell. Aubrey Huff could be one of those guys. We're talking about an off day tomorrow, travel day, but still the Giants don't play. He could be one of those guys that could use a day of rest. Burrell chases one in the dirt, strike three. So promising start, but the Giants go quietly. Kipe's coming back to TV, 8-2 San Diego.
The Giants take on the D-backs. It's an Orange Friday 7:15 start, and it is also Irish Heritage Night. Now, a $20 special event ticket is going to get you a pregame Irish celebration in Lot D, Irish food and drink specials, and you get an Irish-themed Giant Stein. Tickets will the ticket proceeds will benefit nonprofits in the Irish community. So if you want to go, all you do is go to sfgiants.com/special events. It is 8-2. We're on the top of the seventh, and here again is Dwayne Kuiper.
All right. Thanks, Mike. It'll be Javi Lopez out on the mound. Lopez facing Tony Gwynn. First pitch low. Mike digs the catchers.
Well, that's Buster Posey wannabe right there. Got a lot of Buster Posey in him. Baby face.
It's not exactly where you want to set the target, however, for that starting pitcher.
He's going to have to get a lower target. Yeah, he's got the spirit.
Two balls and a strike to Gwynn. There's the numbers for Lopez.
Solid body of work, and we have been impressed with him Fastball, slider, changeup.
Freddie Sanchez will make the play. 1 out. Giants are trying to break the string of innings in a row where the Padres have scored.
Well, getting the first out of an inning, that helps. Padres have done a nice job of getting the leadoff hitter on in this game.
Here's Cabrera. On one hop, Sandoval's got it from his knees. Got him. Cabrera going. 2 outs.
Everett Cabrera does not give you a lot of time, does he?
He does not. He's going to really force the issue.
Let's take a look at it. Sandoval, who is playing in front of the bag, respecting the bunt, even at that short distance away from home plate, he knows he's got to get up in a hurry. And that's what Cabrera can do, especially from the left side.
Here's LeBlanc. LeBlanc is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. One and 2. First Lincecum, Moda, and now Lopez. Sanchez will give ground to get a better hop, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Padres go quietly. Giants trying to do some damage.
Bay Area, you can join Henry Wolford and Damon Andrews as they take you through the highlights of this one. They'll talk about 49er post-game reaction, and they'll talk about the PGA Final Round Championship.
It'll be Jose Guillen to lead things off. It's 8-2 San Diego. Guillen struck out in the first, and then he doubled into the alleyway in the fourth inning, only to be thrown out trying to stretch it to a triple.
It was indeed an impressive swing of the bat. Found the gap and right. What we found out on that swing of the bat, though, is that he's got average speed at best.
It was his first hit in a Giants uniform. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Pops this one out to left field. Breaking back was Venable. Now he's got to come racing in. And Venable is going to make a very nice catch. Basket catch. He thought about maybe the headlong dive, but instead the basket catch. And that's out number 1.
Well, it's nice to have speed to be able to overcome a bad jump. And the bad jump, I think, had a lot to do with the sun. You expect a little more fly ball, but right here, this is the closing speed we're talking about. And it winds up being a wrestling match, but indeed get a big first out.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Base runners. Well, that's what the Giants need. Frieri and Thatcher. Skied out to right. Hanging up for Ludwig. Ludwig will put it away. 2 outs. Really helps these type of pitchers that LeBlanc is to get a big lead. Here's Uribe. Uribe has popped out twice, once to right field and once to the first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Pops it back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Thatcher, the only lefty in the Padres bullpen.
Off the end of the bat. 1-2.
LeBlanc has kept the Giants off balance all day long. Next pitch for LeBlanc will be number 98. He has really been impressive with mixing speeds. There you see early on a lot of pitches. The 5th and 6th inning, 18 pitches combined, and he's into his 10th pitch here in the 7th.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Popped him up. Could be playable, but not. A good battle going on right now between LeBlanc and Uribe. Tejada and Venable again. And Venable is going to make another basket catch, and that'll end the inning. 8th inning coming up. 8-2 Padres.
With his dad, Max Venable, back in 1983. They were all Giants together. And Will hails from the North Bay. He's a graduate of San Rafael High School and actually went to Princeton. He's a smarty, too. I had a chance to catch up with him before the game, and he said he's had about 25 to 35 folks from the North Bay come to watch him play this series. And last night he got to go home and have a home-cooked meal with his mom. Mike and Dwayne, I'm just curious, does he remind you of his dad, and is it weird to see him when you knew him as a baby up there in the batter's box?
Well, he reminds us more of his mom than his dad. I mean, Max was a right-handed thrower, and he wasn't nearly as tall as his kid. Max was a lot shorter, maybe 5'9".
Built like a running back.
You know, Molly was taller. In all honesty, more athletic looking. And Max was a terrific athlete.
Will has a brother, Winston, that is a linebacker up at Boise State, and he looks more like the old man in size. But Max Venable, one of the really great teammates we've ever had, and in that regard, Will very much like his father.
And we saw Molly in San Diego. I believe our first trip into San Diego. I think she was just checking up on William.
Yeah, she called him William. Don't call him Will. When he was a baby.
Right back to Lopez. William thrown out. This was Max Venable when he was a Giant. Max did not think he was out. And there's his son, William. I think Max went to high school in Sacramento. I used to tease him all the time. Steve Sachs was the same age, same graduating class, different high school. I used to tease him that when the two football teams played, that Sachs broke a touchdown and Max couldn't catch him. Did not think it was funny.
No, you talk about putting an instant game face on a guy.
Yeah, we heard you couldn't catch him, Max. Pitch is wide to Tejada, 1-2. 8-2 Padres. I don't remember what year it was. I think it was either 83 or 84 where just was bounced off the glove of Lopez, and Sanchez will throw him out, that he had his appendix taken out and missed a lot of the second half of the season. Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez is struck out 4 times.
And he's got to face Javier Lopez. Sometimes the big leagues is just not fair.
One ball and 1 strike.
But you know, I mean, guys who can hit home runs, they don't think about striking out 5 times. They just think about getting a good pitch to hit out of the ballpark.
Charging is Uribe. That'll end the inning. Lopez has done a nice job. Giants, there's time left. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's LeBlanc facing Freddie Sanchez, who has not quite figured out LeBlanc today. Oh, it's Thatcher on the hill.
The only lefty in the Padres bullpen.
Sanchez has not quite figured out Thatcher yet today.
Well, he's a low 3/4 guy. Here are his numbers. Having a good solid year. I mean, there's nobody in that. 14 base runners in 25 innings. That's dealing. 34 strikeouts against 4 walks.
Down the right field line. Foul. It looks pretty good.
It's an old logger. They used to bring wood across the bay in that thing. The Alma. What a great name for a boat.
Yep. Some people might say, what a great name for a wife. Hit slowly up the middle. Tejada's going to throw him out.
We talked about Will Venable's old man, Max, our old teammate. Let's take a flashback and look at Dwayne Kuiper knocking in way over the head of Bill Robinson, and Max Venable would come in and score, and that is a walk-off double. Nice going, partner.
Yep, as they like to say, 35 pounds ago.
No, like 5 pounds ago.
Here's Aaron Rowan. Rowan being used as a pinch hitter, takes a pitch down low. Fouls this one off his foot, and it's a ball and a strike. Good pitch from Thatcher. It's 1-2. Good spot. Take a little snooze.
Oh, yeah. That seat comes with seatbelts.
Rowan out swinging. 2 outs. And that'll bring to the plate Andres Torres. For nothing after an inning and a half. That's what happened to Tim Lincecum. Then the Padres just kept adding on. 1 run at a time. When Buster Posey hit the home run to make it 5-2. All right. But really the 3 big runs were the 3 after that.
Well, the other thing, too, that kind of took the steam out of the flag was the leadoff double by Guillen when he got thrown out to third. And that was back in the 4th inning. At the time, the Giants were trailing 6-2. And it went on to be a 1-2-3 inning. And ever since then, it's been pretty quiet offensively from the Giants. They've only managed 1 other hit, a leadoff single in the 6th.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Headley has it at third, and that'll end the inning. So Thatcher a nice 1-2-3-8. Now we will go to the 9th. Diego. 11 hits for the Padres. Ryan Ledwick's got one of those hits, and it knocked in a run in the 4th. Ramon Ramirez is on the hill. He becomes the 4th pitcher for Bruce Bochy.
The numbers for Ramirez, 51st time he's coming to a game. These are combined with Boston and the Giants. Nice solid season, and he has been a good addition to this pen. He can definitely absorb some work. Got that good bounce back arm. By the way the game is played today, and the importance of the pitch count, which has shortened the game for starters, and it has exposed bullpens to more work. When you have a guy that can go out there 5 times a week, I mean, that is a real commodity, and Ramirez is one of those guys. He's got that kind of arm.
Well, once the game changed, like you mentioned, then all of a sudden fewer utility players and more relief pitchers. One-two pitch. And it was almost unheard of to think about 4 bench players and 13 pitchers. You know, Giants did that for a period of time.
Well, it's not uncommon to see 13 pitchers on a staff this time of year. I mean, help is 2 weeks away when you can expand roster September 1st. But I think what's dying is the specialists. The guy like Matt Stairs, the left-handed pull hitter, home run type guy.
Popped up. Sandoval stays with it. Well, Sunday, August 29th is our annual Dog Days of Summer. It's presented by Natural Balance Pet Foods. You bring your dog to the yard. You're going to need a special ticket, so call 415-972-2356. Here's Headley. Giants do not play tomorrow. The Padres do. Padres will face Tom Gorzolani at Wrigley Field tomorrow.
Oh yeah, playful pup. How good does that feel on your back? I might do that on the way home.
I did it this morning. I did not do that this morning. 0-2. I wouldn't be able to move if I did that. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not so, partner. Spry and agile. Just like that film clip we saw knocking in Max Venable. Spry and agile.
Swinging a foul at the plate. It remains 1-2.
Mr. Posey taking a beating.
You were on that Phillies team.
I was. In 1982.
That was the 4th game of a 4-game series, of which the Phillies had won the first 3 games. Two and 2. Toriyaba on deck. Three and 2. Giants off tomorrow, but Tuesday in Philadelphia. Got him swinging. Posey hangs on to another foul tip.
Perfect location outside there, knee high. This is a heck of a pitch, 3-2. Movement running away from Headley.
He must have strong, soft hands to do that. Talking about Posey, who catches a lot of those foul tips. Torrealba homered in the 5th inning, his 3rd of the year. And a quick 0-2 to your Veet, Torrealba.
Buster Posey directing traffic back there. Not missed by much.
Gwynn would hit if Torrealba reaches its 2-2. Giants in the 9th inning will have Posey, Huff, and Burrow. Aubrey Huff over by the seats, shading his eyes, out of play. Have you packed yet?
No.
Or did you just not unpack from the last one?
I have to admit, I have a few things still in the suitcase. It's the time of year. It seems like you're always out of a suitcase.
Well, can I just make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Take the undies and socks. Take those out of the suitcase.
Yeah.
Put some new ones in.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Uribe can't get it. You saw it coming.
Well, a few boos directed towards Uribe, but
that's not fair.
It really isn't. Not the way the sky is right now. And that's what you look it up to. It's the one time of the day where you're vulnerable. Omar Vizquel used to tell us you don't really need the sunglasses till like about the last 3 innings. And then you have to work on the drift where the ball will come down and the wind will take it another 10 or 15 feet from what a normal fall down popper would be. And that time, Elements got him.
Here's Gwynn. Well, I mean, fans are also upset with just the entire game.
Yeah, that's true.
Sandoval made a throwing error in the 3rd.
Well, and their hero, Tim Lincecum, got knocked around.
It's probably not directly pointed at Uribe. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The fans have stuck around. I mean, they're still anticipating that this team could come back. $42,834 believers in the ballpark today.
Gwynn a single in the 2nd that knocked in a run. He's 1 for 4. On the ground, Huff's got it. He will just place his glove on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Nice play, Aubrey Huff. Much work for the Giants. He had a steam going, and then he realized that there were some people that needed to move on down the line, and it kind of broke his rhythm.
He had a good flow going. New pitcher now for the Padres, Ernesto Frieri. 14th time that he's come up, and he has been lights out. 9 base runners in 11 innings, 19 strikeouts against 5 hits. There just is no weakness in that Padre pen, and this guy will give you a low 90s fastball with sink, hard slider, and a changeup. Low to mid 90s.
Here's Posey. Posey's 3 for 3 this afternoon, including a 2-run home run. I don't know where that was, but it benefits Posey. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Aubrey Huff and then Pat Burrell. Posey swings at a pitch that was not a strike. It's 1-2. There's Huff. Out of play. Giants only have 4 hits, and Posey has 3 of them. Guillen has the other. This was the one that left the park.
Pretty impressive swing of the bat. Taken outside location into the opposite field gap and clearing everything out in dead center. That was big league AB right there.
Kicks off the mound to Cabrera, and that'll be out number 1. This was the play to end the top of the 9th inning.
Tony Gwynn just spinned on a fastball. And Aubrey Huff, who has picked it clean, once he speared it, all he had to do was sort of stomach crawl over to the bag, slap it for the out.
Huff is 0 for 3. Another good look at that play.
I like the crawl. Boom. We're good.
Rally cap. Giants fans trying everything at this point. 1-2.
Nice play. Stuck around all day and knew he brought his glove. He's going to get a chance. And here's the opportunity. Nice pick. May have saved that guy's life.
Two and 2. Alba does not hang on, so new life. Phillies are on tonight. They're playing the Mets. And Huff out swinging.
Big sweeping breaking ball with his back foot. Can't lay off. Nice pitch.
So here's Pat Burrell. Burrell walked in the first. Struck out in the third and struck out in the sixth. One ball and one strike.
Pat Burrell just trying to keep it going. Die hard.
if anything, just make the box score look a little better in your favor. And the 1-2 to Burrow, and Burrow pops it up, and that'll be out of play, and it stays 1-2.
So you ready for a little more heat than what we've seen here the last week?
You know what? I heard it's going to be in the 60s there.
Yeah, at midnight. But it is not going to be 95 like it's been. It's supposed to be high to mid 80s here in Philadelphia. Pretty much the same in St. Louis.
Well, yeah, I mean, Atlanta was, wow. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
But St. Louis, you never know what you're going to get. 2-2 pitch. Burrow out swinging, and that's the ball game. So the Padres take 2 out of 3. Giants do not look very good today. And now they will head off to Philadelphia for a 3-game series, but today was not going to happen.
Well, it's a 4-3 homestand, so you take a day off, you relax, you regroup, and the next 9 games you're going to find out a lot about this Giants team, and it's going to start in Philadelphia. And they know that they're going to have to pitch and they're going to have to hit, but right now they're going to have to rest, and that's the most important thing.